So another challenge is basically how do you even the playing field between your remote workers and live workers? So how do you allocate the tasks, right? And performance evaluation, but get everybody on the same page where now we're going to a hybrid workforce. So that to me is really, you know, expectations that every meeting now should be set up for the live people, but also there might be some remote participants. I think we've all mastered that. My wife was a teacher and this past year and taught in a remote learning program all year long, all on. And there's pluses and minuses for participants, for students, parents, families, and the teachers. But they did do it. And there were a number of kids who actually really excelled. That expectation and building in that technology to even the playing field so the people who are remote don't feel like second-class citizens, because there is a lot of communication that happens in person. So, the tension that I would say some CEOs or other boards or C-suite folks are like, we got to go back to the way it is. That's not unfounded. It's founded on a basis that people work well together, they communicate. In order to work well together, they have to be able to communicate both transparently and efficiently. So those are some of the issues where now, if we're going to do that permanently, what about the person is, okay, does Sarah get to be 100% remote? Does John get to be 80%? And all of this depends. How do I treat employees fairly, where somebody's taking care of an ill spouse and really would benefit from that, but also remain productive? Should we make special exceptions? Should we make it as a prophylactic rule across? Everybody in this title has to do this much remote time or this much in-person time. And those are the real challenges. So that I find that the very next step where I think most people recognize that this is a real opportunity, at least most businesses are seeing as an opportunity. The meat on the bones is, okay, how do I do that? And that's the level playing field. Like, okay, how much of this but I have this group category of people who really need to be in the same room. So solving those, I think, are the next big hurdle. And they're very specific in the facts of each business, of how they run themselves and what their service or product is.